Welcome to the JJ's Declutter podcast, where we tackle the mess and stress to make space for what truly matters. I'm Janis, here with Julie, and together we're sharing our best tips, tricks, and a little humor to help you declutter your home, mind, and life. Whether it's procrastination or piles of stuff, we're here to help you make real progress. Let's dive in.
Hi. Welcome to the JJ's Declutter podcast, sponsored by ABC Declutter with JJ. Join us at www.abcdeclutter.com because it's always more fun to declutter with friends. Links are in the bio. So I am Julie, and with me is the other J of the JJ's, Janis. So Janis is going to tell us what we're going to talk about today.
Today we're going to talk about breaking myths so you can spring clean IRL, or in real life. So we're going to call out those fantasy versions of spring cleaning that we've all believed in for the majority of our life, which is you can deep clean your whole house and it can be done in a weekend, that you're going to have unlimited energy to do all this cleaning. And when you're done, you'll have matching baskets all over your house. And nobody's going to need you while you're cleaning because, your kids are perfect and they don't need you. Or your husband's perfect too.
Snow White and the forest animals.
But the real truth is that life, we have jobs, we have kids, we have pets. We get exhausted. And there are always interruptions, whether real or fabricated. So let's reframe this, that spring cleaning is a season, not an event, which is something that I love to think about because every other time that I thought about spring cleaning, it's like, okay, I need to put these 2 weeks aside and I'm going to do this, and that, and then I'm done until next year. We want you to think of it as a season. So spring is a long season, 3 months. So let's set our expectations that what we're going to do in this episode is about making plans that bend but not break.
You bet. So our philosophy is that small beats perfect, basically. Progress lives in short, doable sessions. Mm-hmm. And long cleaning days fail because you get decision fatigue, muscle fatigue, you get burnout, you get resentful, you get going and you think you're on a roll. And then 2 hours later, you're thinking, why am I doing this? I hate this. This is awful. So break it down. It's a season. You don't have to do it all in one weekend. Unless you've got, George
if you have
Clooney
help,
coming
do it
to
all,
visit on
all in
Monday.
one season. Yeah.
So we have 5 heroes. We do. Yes, it's our signature techniques. So the first thing is small, doable doses. And we're going to cover all of these things a little more thoroughly for you. But so during your spring cleaning season, we want you to use small, doable doses. We want you to do decluttering dozens, 12-minute tidies. Janis will explain those too. So it's decluttering dozen, which is 12 minutes, 12-minute tidy, which is 12 minutes, but they're 2 different focuses. We also do flat surface scrambles or a flat surface sweep. And we continue to do our keep or spelled out let's go sorting. And, you're not behind. You're not behind. You may think, oh, I haven't started spring cleaning yet. It's all good. You're stepping up. And that counts. That's a win. And that's awesome. So we're going to design a plan, help you design a plan for you that fits your actual life and your actual home.
Small, doable doses. This is going to be the backbone of your plan. So we're breaking down larger projects into smaller tasks, which is always going to be easier because you're going to have more wins. That's why it's the backbone of our strategies, and it should be the backbone of your plan. Um, 12 minutes of focus sessions or less. Sometimes we finish before the timer. And this is going to work because there's an easy reveal, there's not a lot of resistance, and we're going to actually complete things. It always encourages us and it builds momentum. So, let me give you a couple of examples. If you're going to tackle the bathroom, break it into zones. And those zones are your counter, the glass surfaces, your tub slash shower area, the toilet, and the floor. Those are all small, doable doses because you don't have to do them all at the same time. In the kitchen, your zones are counters, stovetop, the outside of your refrigerator, the microwave, the filters over your stove hood, and in the dishwasher. There is a filter in most dishwashers. The cupboard doors and handles, and the drawers, pulls, all those things. And in the living room, you've got your flat surfaces, you've got shelves, tables, chair rails, couches, floors, and TV area. So those are all the zones that you can do, which would become your small doable doses.
Absolutely. And so you set your timer. This is my pig timer. Procrastination is gone. Anyway, set your timer. And when the timer stops, you start. The timer goes off, dance it out. It's like, woohoo, look what I did. You can wiggle, you can stretch, you can laugh, you can just, do it all. Dance is part of the system. It's not a reward. It's part of the system. I dance. I
I
don't
don't dance. That's why
okay, I
it's
do know
funny
about
because
dance.
we always say dance it out, and I go, I don't dance after my timer goes off. I just move on. I either go, yay, I'm done, or I move on to the next thing. So
I'll turn on music too, just while I'm cleaning, or I'll be listening to an audiobook, but I like to have music on when I'm cleaning because the beat kind of keeps me going.
yeah, we were
So it's a
discussing this because I tend to turn on some TV program that I probably watch, so I'm not really paying attention to it. It's just background noise. Or I'll put on my books on tape and I'll listen to something like that. Julie, you want to
and
talk about decluttering dozens?
sure. Okay, so decluttering dozens are kind of um another timer time. So you're going to put 12 minutes on the clock, 12 minutes on your timer. And why this works is it's a long enough time that you make a difference, but it's not such a long time that it overwhelms you or tires you out. And you have both a start and a finish. And that's huge because so many times we get started, but we don't finish. And so you want to find yourself a task that you can start and finish. And you will find once you start doing the 12-minute thing, it doesn't take you that long. It's amazed me when I've been able to go in and do a decluttering dozen in my living room. And I'm looking at it thinking, oh my, it's a pit right now. And I set my timer, I get in there, and after 7 minutes, I'm completely finished. It's like, wow, that was cool. Just make sure you put your lives elsewhere items away. And it is something that you can do in between meetings. You can do it before dinner. You can do it after breakfast. You can slip it in any time of the day. If you have something in the oven, you can slip out and clean up for 12 minutes in the living room, all that kind of thing. And you can do it anytime just because.
And the places where it really works well are your closets, your bathrooms, those junk drawers, paper piles, honestly, anywhere. And
Yeah.
done is done. No second guessing. If you finish something, then just say, yay, I'm done.
That is a decluttering dozen. And then when it comes to the cleaning, you're going to have the 12-minute tidy. So they're both 12 minutes, but Janice is going to explain the difference of a 12-minute tidy.
The 12-minute tidy is more of a reset of an area with light cleaning done as needed. It's still 12 minutes on the clock and it can be done after decluttering dozen because we always want to declutter, then clean. Dusting, start high first. So, dusting or taking a damp cloth and wiping down those grimy surfaces, along with light sweeping or vacuuming. That would encompass the 12-minute tidy.
Absolutely. And like Janis said, start at the top and work down. Let gravity be your friend. All that dust will filter down. Now let's talk about a flat surface scramble. Basically, what you're going to do is, again, I set my timer and it depends on the room. Sometimes it might be a 12-minute thing, but a lot of times I can do it in less. So I might cut the 12 in half. But set your timer. You start with 12 minutes and then you can adjust from there. And what you want to do, take a basket. You're going to go to all the flat surfaces in the room or rooms if you're doing more than one at a time. Um, and you are going to take anything that lives elsewhere, that is trash, that is going out, getting um, returned to the library or going to donations. You're going to put all those things in a basket. And so the only thing on your surface is the things that actually live there. And why this matters is that it creates this visual calm. When you look at all your surfaces in your room, if they have stuff on them, it is kind of an anxiety builder. And you might feel your heart rate go up a bit. But once you see it cleared off, your eyes can actually rest as they go around the room. And so that is very relaxing, actually. And it motivates you to now want to do the next room. Sometimes I will actually do it on a kitchen counter, or I'll just do the bathroom counter inside the entryway. And sometimes I'll do just inside the entryway, and other times I'll do the entire path. So when I come into the house, I come in our front door, past our entry area, past the living room into the kitchen. That's where I go. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 flat surfaces, 6 flat surfaces before I get there. So it's fascinating to me when I start at the door and I clean my way to the kitchen. You can beat
So
the
do you
timer, you
count the
can play a
floor
song.
as a flat surface?
I don't when I do this, and I should. So we could do a floor surface scramble.
There you go.
Is your floor? It's not a storage area. Um, anyway, so those are things you can do a flat surface scramble with. And it is something that you can also have the kids do in their own room. And so it can become it can become a game if you're teaching someone how to beat cleaners, or you can play a song while you're doing it, and when it ends, you can start dancing again. Think Gene Kelly singing in the rain. He had an umbrella. You've got a basket. You can do this. And besides that, clear surfaces make it easier to clean and faster to clean too.
Let's bust the supply myth. You don't need 67 products to clean
Six,
effectively,
seven,
right?
6, 7.
So your core basic items you need to clean are vinegar, baking soda, mild dish soap, microfiber cloths, and we do recommend Norwex, even though we are not Norwex consultants, and or a few regular cheapy ones because microfiber cloths do work. I do still have other brands in my house,
Hmm. Yeah.
but when it comes to cleaning, I do tend to reach for the Norwex. Um,
Mhm.
and we were talking about this, and we both like Swedish dishcloths because they're
Mhm.
like a little thin sponge. They don't retain a lot of odors, which is what one of the things, sponges can get icky and slimy and everything. And the other good thing is, even though they usually come in like a sheet, you can cut them into smaller sections and use those because you don't really need, I mean, these things are usually
Don't need
like
an 8 by 8.
7 inches. They're
Yeah.
really big. And I
Yeah.
never use that much space. I'm just using it to like wash my dishes. I only need a little thing that covers my hand. You might want some type of cotton cloth because cotton is very absorbent and it doesn't leave lint. So either old diapers or the flour sack kitchen towels. And
Mhm.
the reason why fewer cleaning products work is because there's less decision fatigue. You're going to be able to start cleaning faster You're going to have fewer excuses, and it's simple and it's not expensive because cleaning doesn't have to be fancy to be effective. And fewer products means easier storage and less clutter. And less clutter means
Absolutely.
that you may actually clean more.
Let's build your real life spring cleaning plan. This is for you, IRL. So you want to be flexible. So you're gonna choose a few focus zones to start with, not the whole house, just a few zones. You want to do a small doable dose. Try doing one small doable dose every day, and try doing a decluttering dozen on busy days. And whenever you're feeling like your motivation is dipping, just run through and do a quick flat surface scrumb or a floor surface scramble.
You
So
know,
those are
and we
some
want
easy
you
things.
we want you to remember that if you miss some days, those that doesn't cancel progress. But try not to miss more than 2 days in a row because then you're building a negative habit. So you
Right,
wanna get
right,
back into the habit of cleaning regularly and consistency over intensity every single time. If you're consistent and you do maintenance regularly, you're not going to have as much mess and you're not gonna have to clean as hard.
right. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
let's wrap this up because spring cleaning is going to work when it fits your real life. And that means
Mhm.
that you're going to have shorter work sessions, you're going to be using simple tools, and let's build in some fun. Julie's dancing for you.
I'm
Um,
dancing
you,
for you.
you don't need more time, you just need kinder systems.
Absolutely. So we want to invite you to share with us. Tell us what your favorite dance song is. What do you like to clean to? And what's your best small win? Just a small one. Doesn't have to be anything big. It's like, you know what? I finally got rid of that pen that's been out of ink in the pen jar for 15 months. Ta-da! So share things like that with us. And the best tip that we hope you got from us today was that spring cleaning is a season. It's not an event. So we want to thank you so much for picking our podcast today. We do invite you to binge all our other episodes, the jjsdeclutterpodcast.com, or on your favorite platform. And check our links in the bio and come join our communities. We'd love to see you.
So until then, keep it simple.
Keep it intentional. And as
Always, keep.
keep decluttering.
Why don't you stop? Your green screen shows.
Try it again. Yay!
Okay. And so until then, keep it. Click in my side. These damn
Cute.
ab
Okay.
workouts are working because I can feel it. Okay. So until then, keep it simple.
You're intentional. And as
And always, keep
keep decluttering. What? I've already finished saying it, and then you say it. You should just keep on with keep decluttering.
Okay, let's do it again. And just do the and as always, okay? 1, 2, 3. And as always,
Always
keep decluttering.
keep decluttering.
Okay, cut.
Thank you for listening to our 12-minute podcast and our 15-minute sign-off.
Actually, we're at 21.
Thanks for joining us on the JJ's Declutter podcast. If you're ready to keep simplifying, follow us for more tips and join our Facebook community to share your wins and challenges. Subscribe here because it's always more fun to declutter with friends. And thanks in advance for leaving us a review.